used to be a bookstore right in Brentwood in Los Angeles that was part of an open air courtyard where there was a chicken stand. You could get chicken and you sit out and eat lunch, and then it was a two-walled bookstore, open air bookstore, and I used to go in there quite a bit, and then I went to have lunch there, and I saw the cover and I judged the book by its cover essentially, and I grabbed it and I ended up reading it cover to cover that night twice, and then I went to sleep very early the following morning, got up whenever I did, and I started trying to explore the film rights, whether it was available to be made. And that turned into what became a 10-year kind of courtship. The movie that we made is almost identical to what I walked away with from John Krakauer's book. So much so that when after 10 years the opportunity came to make it, I hadn't reread the book in those 10 years, and I did my first draft of the adaptation without rereading the book. And there were very few changes that I ended up making once I did reread the book. Then I took it to another level in terms of my own research on it, where I then did a draft while I traveled some of these places, met some of the people involved, and all of that. But essentially, the images were leaping out from the pages to me, the way that, it's very similar to what we made. So the movie's the answer to that. The cast of the movie is always central to me, starting with Emile, who became a kind of magic blessing that I just cannot imagine having made the movie without Emile Hirsch, because of him, who he was particularly at that moment as a person, who he is as an actor, how much I have an affection for him, but also his personal will was something that I'd never seen anybody have as difficult a job as an actor as that one was. And I often had to remind myself how difficult it was because he didn't show it very often. And that was really a guide. The decision to ask Eddie Vedder into the mix came out of watching the film unfold as we made it. This, and influenced to no small degree by what Emile started to be to me, what surprises came out of that. There was one voice that kept coming back to me that represented the kind of musical soul of that character that I was shooting every day, and that was Eddie Vedder. And so when he agreed to come on, that for me rose the bar. His contribution is huge.